Previously on Sanctuary.
I've just shut down Wall Street for 12 minutes.
I'm Caleb.
As in Hollow Earth, Caleb?
The most wanted man, according to human authorities.
Aiding and abetting a known terrorist is tantamount to treason.
Caleb wants to end this conflict, as do the other Hollow Earth abnormals. We're making a homeland for them, starting immediately.
You know I've always wanted to be free. This is my chance.
So you've made your decision.
This is my home now.
Fifth Ward is becoming ground zero in this war. Your boss just signed up with the enemy. You're coming to work for me.
Well, this could actually be useful. You working at Skew inside the belly of the beast, so to speak?
Your first assignment is to arrest and detain Helen Magnus.
Get out of the car!
You really don't want to do this, Will?
You left me no choice.
Magnus, don't do this.
Sorry, Will.
What the hell's going on, Addison?
Been in the planning stages for a long time, just never seemed logistically feasible. I mean, how do you coax a large number of abnormals into one condensed area away from prying civilian eyes?
Homeland.
We are live on the scene of what authorities are calling the largest toxic industrial spill in recent history.
When did this become a police state?
It's always been a police state, Will. You just never noticed.
They just turned it into a prison.
Of course they have.
Doc, where are you going?
This district is full of strange beings who have lived among us for hundreds of years.
What the hell is that crazy broad doing now?
I call them abnormals.
Oh, Magnus.
You know them as monsters. And they very much exist.
I'm gonna have to call you back, General. Addison. Yes, Mr. President, I'm sorry, I was just on with the Joint Chiefs. I understand, sir, we're working up scenarios right now. You will be my first call. I'm not even gonna bother asking if this was part of her plan.
I had no idea this was coming. But here's the deal. Neither did you.
Trust me, it changes nothing. We'll bring the media in line.
Monsters exist? Good luck with the spin.
You still not on board here? After the ass-kicking she just gave you?
Look, I'll take getting beaten up by a girl over being the fall guy to this mess any day.
Addison. No, I assure you, Senator, we have the situation well in hand.
Hey.
How's your head?
It'll heal. My pride, however, is another story.
Ah, yes. Well, some things can't be helped.
No, I always said you were crazy. This?
It was vital that Addison and his agenda be derailed. At least momentarily.
Yeah, well, that's happening. Would you care to explain why?
Because creating a prison isn't the final move here. It will be something far worse.
Come on. Even Addison wouldn't go that far.
Oh, the order won't come from him. It'll come from higher up. Look, I realize this is intolerable for you, but I need you to stay focused. You're in the right place at the moment.
To do what?
Operation this size, the government was ready long before we helped Caleb set up shop here.
Oh, I'm sure they've been ready to seal off any insurgent-held area for months now. Anywhere, anytime. Just thought we'd have more time to negotiate before they acted.
Well, now with us going public, it's only gonna get worse.
Or not. But to be effective, Skew needs to operate away from public scrutiny. The media prying into Old City now.
They can't move in and arrest anyone.
Or worse.
Or, what does that mean?
I was in Poland in 1943 when the Nazis entered the Warsaw Ghetto. I watched them raze it to the ground. Thousands dead, the rest sent to death camps. Walling people in is always the first step. They will not allow this homeland to exist, Henry. And trust me, history always repeats.
What about the big guy, Kate?
They'll be fine for the moment, but I need you and Nicola to find out what Skew's next move is, including their version of the final solution. We can't let that happen.
Rough day, Greg? Oh, she's a pistol, ain't she?
What is this about, Fortis?
Just want to bring a little light into a dark day. All that tech you leached from Tesla. Well, my friend, you've impressed some very important people. They want more. In fact, there's talk about using it in conventional combat operations by Christmas.
I was promised full control over everything we found, not to mention all operations pertaining to hyperspecies security.
You were supposed to break the Hollow Earth insurgency. And now it seems they're having block parties in the middle of town. What did you think was coming? That you just arrest and detain a couple of key insurgents and the rest would stay behind and open a Bed Bath and Beyond? Congratulations, Greg, on failing upwards.
We need to talk, sport. What if I was to tell you I was getting boned from above? That I don't have the control I thought I did?
I'd say, why are you telling me?
I want to make you a deal. I pull back the curtain on the BS I'm facing from the Star Chamber. You tell me what Magnus is planning.
Come on, Greg. Scotch isn't that good.
They're going to use Tesla's containment tech on a wider scale. Combat operations on humans as well as abnormals.
What about the homeland? People aren't going to let them stay there. And they're not exactly going to let us be their jailers.
There was a plan in place, Will.
Was?
It changed. Not my doing.
So you sent the top insurgents to the chopping block, and now they're coming after your head. You didn't see this coming?
Tell me what Magnus is up to. Anything I can use.
Well, gee, Greg, since you renditioned me from my job, I don't exactly have access anymore, do I?
Look, whatever happens next, just remember you were on this side of it. Details mean nothing to historians. See you at The Hague, kid. Maybe we can share a lawyer.
I can't find out what Magnus is up to. Because you locked the sanctuary out of every secure database in the world. You want information, let me work.
Even if I did unshackle you, why should I trust anything you bring me?
Loyalty to Harvard.
We'll talk about monsters.
So, how did that go?
We're in business.
It's no accident that I trust you, you know? You've lived in the shadow of humans for decades. You possess a balance of respect and distrust I admire.
Balance? I'm not so sure about that anymore.
From what you said, you've seen the best and the worst that they can be.
You've only seen the worst.
Give it time. The tide will turn. That is the reaction I wanted to see. I'm not delusional. I know we're in for some hard times ahead, but we are far from helpless here.
War?
Evolution. War
This conflict, a waste of life, but this is the future. A new age is coming, and it will be the humans who serve us. When all is said and done, we will be their gods.
Look out.
So what are we now, Al's TV repair shop?
Some redlisters I know ripped us off a barricade outside the homeland. Cost me a mortgage payment, but it should give us a better idea of what they're using to keep everyone inside. This thing looks like it transfers a buttload of energy, huh?
Yes, but no visible output points.
So what is it? Some sort of communications node? I mean, it's a bit honking big for that.
A node, yes, but not for communications. For multi-spectrum containment. Sound, magnetics, pure energy, anything you want. You get enough of these, you've got the ultimate invisible dog fence.
And you know this because?
Because I designed it, of course.
Oh, boy.
It was only in the blueprint stages when I left SKU.
Fired from SKU.
I left a few key design elements undone, you know, thinking I'd get to it later. Well, I guess one of the bright lights down in the Geek Squad figured it out.
And deployed it.
There's like hundreds of these things encircling the Homeland District.
Huh, it works. Listen, it's effective, but harmless.
So you figured out a way to keep the connection between these things humming along despite the power surges?
Rotating frequencies for each node. Now, the beauty of this is it can contain almost any type of creature. It was a bitch to figure out, let me tell you.
Okay, so riddle me this. If SKU decides to pump 50 million gigawatts of pure electricity through these things, making them talk to each other?
They wouldn't.
You know that for sure? Nicola? Could these be turned into a giant electrified web?
Yes, they could. No incursion, no riots, one switch, hundreds of bodies.
Dude!
It's not what it was meant for. It's not what it was meant for!
Hey, Doc.
Oh, there she is. A ray of light surrounded by filth and grime.
I see you've met Bruno.
Indeed we have. And may I say there is no one else I would rather be stuck in this hellhole with? Except for you, of course.
He's been more than helpful smuggling supplies and certain people into the district for a price.
You make it sound so cheap. I have mouths to feed.
And you'll be paid for your services, have no fear.
Just so you know, in this time of crisis, I'm waiving my regular service fees, all right? Expenses, on the other hand, are a completely separate matter. But I'll keep my receipts and I'll just invoice you directly or whatever. I don't know how that, whatever, we'll work it out.
You sound like a politician.
This was an experiment. We knew there'd be setbacks.
Setbacks. More like an act of war.
I promise you, I had no idea that SKU would respond this way. I realize what this represents for both of us. We have to come up with a new plan.
I know what you're gonna say.
Let me buy you some time. Help get your people to safety, out of the line of fire.
You mean back underground, literally.
How is that any worse than living in a prison?
Hollow Earth is a prison.
That was before. Now it can be whatever you choose.
Except a place where the sun shines, where there are oceans, rivers, mountains. Trade one ghetto for another, I can't sell that.
There's more. This entire district is covered with an advanced electrical field designed to keep you in.
We know. It works. Believe me.
We believe that SKU may try to alter its purpose. Create a powerful, localized electrical storm within these walls.
You know this?
I believe it may be their endgame, yes. Now do you see why you have to leave?
We're not leaving.
And you're all targets for genocide.
If we run, we would be found again, killed off one by one. Maybe the best way to avoid it is to make a stand here, right now.
Are you really prepared to die without a single shot being fired? Part of a mass execution?
The surface wasn't created for humans alone. We have the same right to exist as they do.
Inside these walls, we live as free men, able to honor our customs and traditions, believe what we wish, and if it comes to it, we'll die this way.
Okay, so crazy, brave, or both?
Can't tell. He certainly seems to believe that this is his time and place.
To do what? Become a martyr?
If he has to. For him, better to die with honor than live as a coward.
That is such a load of macho crap.
Difference of opinion.
I think he's lying. If his concern really was for the safety of all these people here, he would have taken me up on my offer immediately. He may talk about death and honor, but he's a survivor. Put Bruno on it. Whatever Caleb's hiding, find it.
Hello.
It's you.
Looking for this? Mouths to feed.
Yeah, nice blue. Yeah, I wanted to test the absorbency of some paper towels.
Stealing from Caleb.
Wait a
Not
second.
a good idea.
Biggie, wait a minute.
You need a lesson in loyalty.
I'm good.
Bruno!
Wow. That, electrical force field thing around the homeland is not fun to fly through.
You injured?
No, it's good. I'm just tingling in just the right. No, it's good. I, got a package for you. It's from the big guy. He said that you needed to see it ASAP. Yeah. Just, my work here is done.
I admit you had me fooled. Really thought you had gone dark side.
Caleb's a criminal just like the rest. I needed to know what he was up to.
You can tell me, or Magnus.
It's not safe to tell you. Not here. Buenos Aires. People died because of what I did.
He'll find out you took it.
Yeah. Probably.
So I say let's get out of here while we still can.
You go. Caleb's too dangerous to be left alone. I have to finish this.
Tokyo, Dallas, Brisbane, Cape Town. All just listed their facilities for sale or lease.
4 sanctuaries closed. That makes 12 in the last 8 months. Leaves London, New York, and here.
So what, she's downsizing?
Well, just because the feds are putting the squeeze on us doesn't mean the need for the sanctuary network goes away.
She's not exactly the type to buckle under pressure.
Okay, so Magnus leaves London in 1898 for, she claims, Nepal. Where does she go after that? Where would you go?
Well, the turn of the century, anywhere. Africa, India, Australia, New York.
New York, which is where Tesla is at the time, working for J.P. Morgan, building the Wardenclyffe Tower on Long Island.
Yeah, but she's supposed to be in hiding, not interfering with the timeline.
Yeah, but she's not interfering. If Tesla thinks that she's the Magnus from that era.
Oh, that's sneaky.
Bancroft.
What? What's that?
Bancroft is Magnus's mother's maiden name. Why don't you look up Helen Bancroft? It started around, like, I don't know, 1925.
Okay. Any context?
Engineering, futurism.
Okay. Helen Bancroft, Lahore University Medical Fellowship, 1916. Helen Bancroft guest at private symposium in London, hosted by Viscount Haldane for Albert Einstein.
Add to the criteria, Buckminster Fuller.
1948, North Carolina, Helen Bancroft Fellowship at Black Mountain University. Shared an office with Fuller for a semester.
Add Peru, Bolivia, and Australia.
Helen Bancroft on the board of directors for Great South American Mining Corporation, 1956. And Helen Bancroft opened a provision store in Coober Pedy in the Australian outback in 1964. Einstein, Fuller, South America, I don't see the connection. If this Bancroft woman is even her, there's no photographic evidence.
We won't find any, trust me. You had Felice shut down Wall Street for 12 minutes. So you could liquidate everything without anyone knowing. Because you're almost done, aren't you?
Really?
Listen, I told Wolf Boy it wouldn't work, but did he listen? No, he went off to buy new parts.
Well, how are you coming along?
Well, you were right. Compounds are Praxian-based, mostly chemicals for air and waterborne absorption. More weapons of mass destruction.
Well, what I can't figure out is its purpose. What's it meant to deliver? There are no toxins, no parasites, nothing reactionary at all.
Patience, collating data as we speak. Uh-oh.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
That's recessive DNA derived from stores of source blood in Praxis. You add a Suslov genome binder, you have something very, very...
potent. No wonder he won't go back to Hollow Earth.
Well, our Caleb has some mighty big plans. This vial contains a replicating virus that, if released on a mass scale, would genetically alter every human being on Earth.
Bringing their latent abnormal DNA to the surface.
Brilliant. Evil, but brilliant.
But this could revive every hyperspecies that ever lived. Vampires, shapeshifters, even haps. This would set human civilization back 2,000 years.
If Caleb succeeds in spreading this virus...
there won't be a free human left on Earth. If you still want to arrest me, I'll be very disappointed.
Coober Pedy, Australia. Black Mountain, North Carolina. Buckminster Fuller.
Took you long enough to figure it out?
It's because someone didn't trust me with all the information.
I didn't trust anyone. Nicola, Declan, Henry, Kate, no one knows.
It's supposed to be different when it's me and you, Magnus.
You have to understand. All this started before you were born.
All this started when you decided to chase Worth through... Never mind. What's done is done.
Consider our situation. Caleb is planning a new age of the deadliest races in history. Skew is intent on genocide. What comes next if one or both of those scenarios play out?
You knew all along. Caleb couldn't be trusted.
Now do you see why your ego is the least of my worries?
I just wanted to be part of it. After all we've been through together.
Everything outlives its purpose, Will. Now, what have you got for me?
Whatever Skew's planning next is gonna happen tonight.
They're gonna kill everyone in there.
Tesla, Henry.
They aren't ready yet. They're still searching for some bloody code to shut it all down.
Okay, then let me try on my end. If I can screw up Addison's plan somehow...
You'll just end up arrested. No, I need to get to Caleb first. Once he's dealt with, everyone else can be evacuated. Can you handle that?
Magnus, taking on Caleb alone.
If you want to help, please, just do as I ask one final time.
I got your back.
I'll see you when all this is over, Will. I promise.
Only one Surface brother knew about this. Find him!
Hey, big guy. That problem we talked about, it's happening.
How many of them?
Enough? You want to stay fine, but I'm with you. No arguments, you hear me?
I hear you.
We need to get up high. See him coming.
Through here.
Rooftop access?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, hey, hey!
Sorry, Kate. You're safer in there. This is my fight.
I greeted you like a brother, and this is the thanks I get?
You're not my brother.
Take him.
Team 6, night vision scan showing any movement in your sector? Zimmerman, just in time for the show.
Whatever you're planning is a mistake.
That is entirely up to them. Now, we delivered an ultimatum to Caleb an hour ago. He either surrenders himself or we come in there and we take him down.
We both know he's not gonna go for that. If you send men in there, more people are gonna die. And then after the bloodbath, there's only one move left. Kill everybody else with your rabbit-proof fence.
We don't know that.
Come on, Addison, you're being used here.
What choice do I have? It's out of my hands, and you brought me nothing.
Give me the security codes for the fence around the homeland. I can buy us time.
You're insane.
You have a choice. Right now. It's not gonna last long.
Yeah, I got him, Will, but we need more time. We still need to find the right algorithm so the whole thing doesn't blow up in everyone's face.
Who is that? William? Hey, listen here, you little creep. We're working as fast as inhumanly possible, so... What? Yeah. Yeah, we could do that. Cut the power to the entire 5th Ward. I'll implement the kill codes for the death fence.
I can do that. Hey, yeah, cutting power in 5. That should give you about 15 minutes before they switch to a backup grid. You good?
Write a future tech symphony in 5 minutes. No problem.
Henry, talk to me.
Like 20 seconds, dude. Stand by. Hey, nothing from K to the big guy. No communication on cell or secure channel.
What about the energy field?
Good to go?
Okay, Will. Power going down. Now. Listen, I may have bought you about 10 minutes less if Skew was on the ball.
I'll take it. I'm gonna go in.
Will, I'm on my way. I'll see you there.
Okay.
Nice work, both of you.
Hang on. Someone's at the front gate.
Let's get these vehicles out of here.
All right, guys, we're going in.
Mind if we drop by?
By all means. Welcome to my home. Henry! Nicola, we have guests!
Going into lockdown mode. I'm gonna seal them off on the main level.
No. Seal off the armory only. We need to bring them into the sanctuary proper.
Say what now?
We fight them in close quarters. Lure them into the main lab.
All the very bad ideas.
Just do it!
What, not going au naturel? You disappoint me, Henry.
We'll start conventional. I'll go hap if I need to. What about you, T-Dog? Anything you need?
Just a target.
Shall we?
All right. It's okay. We're here to help you.
Put your weapons away.
Everyone, please listen to me. You're all in grave danger. We've got to move you out of here right now. There are people who are going to come in here shooting very soon. If you want to live, come with us.
It's all right. Don't be afraid.
Come on, as quick as you can.
Go.
As quick as you can.
Get us out of here.
Caleb's on the move!
Copy that. Shunting access, trying to draw them into the main lab.
Good. I'll meet you there. One stop to make.
Welcome. Well done, Henry.
Daddy's with you.
Helen!
I'm fine. Are they coming?
So I notice all the residents are gone.
Caleb, is he close?
He's on his way. He's not alone.
Where's Henry?
He's securing the last sector.
Go, Nicola. Go. Quickly.
You seem mentally unstable, facing us alone.
I'm a chronic micromanager.
Yes, sir. Strike teams are ready. No, sir. No delays. Just some last-minute target adjustments. Zimmerman, you're out of time.
We're moving out. 2 minutes. Kate, head to the sanctuary, south loading bay.
It's a shame, Helen. We could have been friends, standing shoulder to shoulder watching the dawn of a new age. It's too bad. You're gonna miss all the fun.
So will you.
Make it stop!
My house! My rules! Bloody hell. Oh my God.
Hell of an exit.
You gotta get these people off the street. Find a safe house.
On it.
All right, folks. Come on. Back to the trucks.
I'm sure Magnus.
No. No, she's not.
No secrets. I broke our deal, didn't I?
Several times.
Can you ever forgive me?
I wish it were that easy.
What if I offered you the chance to explore a world that you've been trying to see since you were a child? Oh, right. You already have a job.
I had a job. I quit SKU last week.
Well then, you might want to see this.
Magnus.
Do you like it?
I get a raise, right?
Absolutely not. Shall we begin?